Hey, once this will be a speed test comparison and a speaker test at the end between the 2022 on Surf Tab 10. This is the third generation. It is the newest iteration of this tablet. Here in the US, this is only $100, which is pretty dang cheap for a 10-inch device. It's actually 10.1 inch. Whereas on the right here, we have the Samsung Tab A8, and I have the middle of the road version. So it has 4 gigabytes of RAM compared to just 3, and then it has 64 gigs of storage compared to just 32. Here in the US, this is, I believe, $280 from Best Buy. I bought mine from Walmart, and for some reason, it was actually $240. It was actually cheaper buying from Walmart for whatever reason. Was not on sale. But then the on here has 2 gigabytes of RAM. Again, this has 4. So let's get on into this. Both are on the same Wi-Fi, just my home Wi-Fi. Both are at about half brightness. Not that it matters for speed test. Yeah, let's get on into this. We'll use Chrome for both these guys. Both have been cleared of their histories. Both are up to date on software. So first we will start off easy, like we always do. Let's go into Pokemon.com. 1 and a 2 and a 3. One thing you will notice on the is if you view it at an angle like I am, which is a little bit off, you will notice it is there's screen gap. I guess how you say that. There's a little bit of a screen gap on it, which I know on older devices, older iPads, people were complaining about. Doesn't bother me, but it is something to note. Whereas on the on the Samsung, you do not have that. So this video is playing very well on both of these, which is a good sign. Let's go ahead here and hit the Lost Origin. So of course, this device should be better overall over the on. It is, even in base version of $230, it is over double the price of the on. It's interesting. This is actually, I actually like this better. This gives you a bigger picture for some reason, which is kind of nice. So that is weird. Do that again. Yeah, look how much bigger that picture is. This is 10.4 inches. I did not mention that yet, which is a little bit bigger than the on at 10.1. Let's go ahead. We'll go into the Pokédex like we usually do. One thing I will say too is you can see the fingerprints a lot more on this than you can on here. Both of them are fingerprint magnets, of course, like any tablet, but this definitely shows up more on the on. I think it has to do with the display itself. Let's go ahead and we'll hit Blastoise this time. Okay. Samsung was freaking out there for a second. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll hit Wartortle. Or the on is actually doing faster for this, which is quite interesting. We'll do one more quick thing on here, and that is we'll go to the desktop site. I do like how the on has bigger, almost everything is bigger on it. It's interesting. We'll hit Squirtle. Yeah, the on is definitely going faster, and it is giving the little animations for the stats, so that is cool. Right, next we'll go into a harder website of Best Buy. If I can spell, that is. One thing I've noticed with using this on is it does not always, you'll tap on things, it does not always work with typing. It's like there I had to respell Best Buy because you tap on it, it just does not register the tap. Alright, so now this is where the on is probably going to get a bit slower. It's faster on Pokemon, but on here it's probably going to be a little bit slower. We will go up here And we will swipe in Garmin watch. Both these do have swipe, and they both seem to work pretty well. On my Amazon devices, it does not work that well, the swiping. Alright, so like I said, Samsung is going to be probably a little bit faster on this. What we can also do here, which I don't usually do in these videos, but we can also do this and see how fast these two load in for it, for a local pickup. So went from like a bunch of items down to 10 items. Let's just go ahead. I want this eSport one, but it goes on sale every now and then. It was on sale like a couple weeks ago for like 150 bucks only, but then I missed it. So now you can see the Samsung is quite a bit faster on this heavier website. By quite a bit. Scroll down, that's already loaded in, that's already loaded in. These are going to be loading in, that's all nice and loaded in. This is going to load in a moment here. Talking about screens, I think both these are fine. With the Samsung being a better display though, it looks a bit better. It's also a little bit brighter. I will say though, the On actually seems a little bit more white than the Samsung does, which is interesting. This has a little bit more of a yellow hue to it, where this is actually almost just perfectly white. Like I said, that's pretty interesting. Go ahead and we'll just tap that there. So again, you can see the Samsung is going to be faster on this type of thing. Alright, then we'll do one more website here. That is apple.com. It gives some good animations. Both of these are loading in nice and fast. The fingerprints just show up so crazy on the On. Alright, iPhone 14 Pro. Hit learn more. Now on this, where the blacks, I will say the Samsung looks better with the blacks. This is very dark black, very deep black. Very deep black is probably a better word there. This is, you can definitely see like the light coming through, so the blacks just don't look as black. I don't know what happened to my picture though. Alright, they're supposed to be the same thing. It's supposed to do that. Go ahead and refresh that. So this is a little bit, it's smooth, but it does have a little bit of jaggedness to it at times. Like when the bigger pictures come in, animations come in. But I would say it's better than this. I don't know what is up with the Samsung. It's smooth. It's a little bit jagged actually, a little bit too. Yeah, the bigger animations. Smoother than the On, but not by a whole lot. I don't know why these animations are not coming in though. Or not all of them. I believe that should be like the mountain there. Okay, you guys know what you think of that. Right, then we're going to just load into Roblox. We're not going to play it. We will just load into it. The Samsung will be able to play it better than the On, of course. But I imagine both can play it in at least low graphics. With this Samsung being able to play it in medium, maybe in max graphics, depending on the game. Last but not least, here we will do a speaker test. So we will start off here with the On. So we get this facing the correct way here. It's a little bit weird. They have the camera down here, yet the speakers are up here. There's only 2 of them, so we can get that to come in a bit better there. All right, so we have 2 speakers, one there, one there. It is dual speakers, so similar to the Amazons, the Amazon Fire 10s. I don't know why they decided to put a camera down here though, instead of where the speakers are. That's a bit weird, but here we go. So everything is a little bit turned around on me. So volume is up all the way. Again, sorry about the fingerprints. It is just a fingerprint magnet. So. That is not good. That is super soft. That just does not sound good. Obviously the Amazon Fire sounds better than that does. But let's get into the Samsung here. So that's what this is about. So again, speakers are up all the way. This also has Dolby Atmos on it, which is really cool. So it helps with the sound. So we got actually quad speakers. There's 2 on that side and then 2 on that side. Same song, just royalty-free music on YouTube's, and about the same starting point.
I'm alone, I'm a broken home. I gave you all the bricks that I own and know. I'm letting go, I'm breaking these walls down, breaking these walls down. If you want adventure, then find a home. But if you want to travel, then go alone.
Alright, so the Samsung definitely sounds leagues ahead of the On. So yeah, that is my speed test comparison here between the On Surf 10 and the Samsung Tab A8. You guys let me know what you think. There is some weirdness going on with that Tab A8. I don't know if it's just because I bought it from Walmart. As I've heard, they do have cheaper components in them if you buy them from Walmart. I don't know if that's true or not. Like I said, it was like $40 cheaper for some reason. So, you guys let me know what you think. Both of them are fine. Of course, the A8 is going to be better overall for the most part, especially if you want to do any sort of gaming. Definitely get yourself the A8 over the On. And then there's other options in the market as well. You guys let me know what you think. As always, I really do appreciate you. Hope you all have a good one. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.